Hey everyone, welcome to another Pathfinder adventure card game scenario. We are on scenario 3.3 over at the Hall of Blessed Rebirth, where at this location, when you would be dealt damage, you are dealt one poison damage instead. And since this is scenario 3, let's check right here. Okay, yep. So if you take poisoning damage, it's not reduced, you gain the Curse of Poison on level 3. Okay, so advancing the Blessings deck. First card we get is the Sand Creeper. Combat 9, check to defeat. We did not examine this card. It's immune to piercing and slashing. Before you act, recharge any cards that have the electricity trait. Okay, looking at our hand, we do not have anything with the electricity trait. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use our Fire Blade spell. So this actually might be an auto defeat because our the Fire Blade is Divine Skill D10 plus 2d4, and our Divine Skill is D10 plus 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that's pretty cool. So this is an auto defeat. We have defeated the Sand Creeper without even a roll. So what we're going to do now, and what's cool, we used our Fireblade spell, which is a Divine 8 check to recharge. So as long as we don't roll a 1 on this D10, oh, and we did roll a 1. Ouch. Well, we don't recharge the spell, but we did defeat the Bane. Let's see, we're going to reset our hand. We are going to advance the Blessings deck. We're going to explore. Okay, we get the Sun Falcon. Combat 11. The Sun Falcon is immune to the fire trait. Let's see. We do not have the cold trait, so we cannot add 1d8. All damage is dealt is fire damage, but since we're in the Hall of Blessed Rebirth, it's going to be poison damage. So let's see. It's going to be a little difficult because all of our spells have the fire trait. But fortunately, we do have the Spear of the Watchful Guardian in our hand. It says for your combat check, reveal this card. To use your strength and melee skill plus 1d6 plus 1. And we're going to go ahead and recharge the card for another d6. So we're rolling 3d6 plus 1 to this roll. And let's see, I wonder if that's going to be enough. 3d6 plus 1, yeah, we are. We're going to do 3d6 plus 1. Alright, we rolled 3, a 4, and a 4. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so we defeated the Sun Falcon. It says, if defeated, shuffle the Sun Falcon into the Blessings deck. Okay, so that's what we will do. Shuffling Sun Falcon in here. Then we are randomly determining which card is on top of the Blessings deck with a D10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to reset our hand. And we will advance the Blessings deck. And we will explore. Okay, we get the Carrion Golem. The Carrion Golem is immune to the attack, mental, and poison traits. Before you act, discard the top card of your deck. Okay, so we have to discard that card. Oh shucks, there was a Blessing of Thoth. That could have been useful. Let's see. So, what do we got here? Immune to the attack trait. Okay, so so all three of Alhazra's spells have the attack trait. She did lose her Spear of the Watchful Guardian. Looking back, not a great idea. Okay, so her only option is just to do a straight up D6 combat check. She has a Blessing of Pharasma in her hand, so she's going to go ahead and discard that to roll 2d6. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, so we rolled a 4, 5. We can recharge Maga 3 Fingers to add 3 to that roll, which is what we will do. So, we have a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to take a total of 6 points of damage. We have this Ubashki. We can recharge it to reduce the damage by 2. So we're still going to take 4 points of damage. So 4 points of damage. Okay, so we take the damage, but it says here when you would be dealt damage, you are dealt 1 poison damage instead. So that's pretty cool because even though we took 4 damage from this, this says we are just dealt 1 poison damage instead. So that's useful because I'll be able to keep some of my spells. So we're going to take that point of damage, I'm going to lose the heat metal spell. I'm going to gain the Curse of Poisoning. And it says here, if undefeated, discard the top 2 cards of our deck, which is what we have to do. We're losing an armor, we're losing the embalming fluid. That really sucks. Okay, but the good news is that we can now, well, he gets shuffled back into the location deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 8 cards in the location deck. Rolling to see which card is on top. 1, 2, 3, that card. Okay, resetting the hand. Well, that Carrion Golem was not a friendly fellow. That is for sure. Okay, after roll for Curse of Poisoning, we are going to recharge the 5th card. We're recharging a Blessing of Ra. Alright, and now we are going to advance the Blessings deck, and we are going to explore this location. Okay, we get the Evil Eye. We did not examine this card. The difficulty of defeat is increased by twice the scenario's adventure deck number, so that's going to be a 6. So we need to make a Diplomacy 12 check. Our Diplomacy is Charisma plus 2. Our Charisma has a plus 3 buff. So our Charisma is D10 plus 5, and we have to roll a 12. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and use a Blessing of Nemesis just to make sure. So we're going to be rolling 2d10 and adding 5 to this roll. Wow. So check that out. I rolled a total of 5. It was Diplomacy, right? Yep, so 5, 6, 7. Wow. So we failed the check, which means we have to take a Scourge. So we have to roll on the Scourge table. So going ahead and rolling a d10 on the Scourge table, we rolled a 9. So let's see what that Scourge is. So the Scourge table, actually the Scourge die for Adventure Path number 3 is only a d6 plus 1. So we're rolling a 6. Let's see what wonderful Scourge Alhazra gets. So she rolled a 6. Okay, so she gains the Curse of Withering for failing that. So wow, haven't had a Curse of Withering in a while. That is no bueno. So finding the Curse of Withering in this giant stack of curses. Where could it be? Curse of Withering. Okay, so that's the curse we gain since we failed that check. So Curse of Withering right there. So we have a Curse of Poisoning, a Curse of Withering. We are going to reset our hand. And what we're going to do now is we're going to advance the Blessings deck. Well, we had to roll for the Curse of Poisoning. We'll do that right now. D8. Okay, so the Ubashki ally gets recharged. We advance the Blessings deck. Now we're going to explore. Okay, we get the Carrion Golem back. So he's immune to all of our attack spells. Fortunately, I have a Blessing of Horus in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 2d6. And it's just a straight 2d6. But since we have the Curse of Withering now, it says we have to replace all of our highest dice with the same number of lower dice. Wow. But you know what? Time to use this little thing. It says here, you may discard a spell to banish a card that has a curse trait. Okay, let's go ahead and do that right now. We're going to banish the Find Trap spell. We no longer have the Curse of Withering. So, that's one of the benefits Alhazra has. She could have done that with the Curse of Poisoning. But as it is, we're just going to roll 2d6, hope for the best. Whoa, can you see that? 6 and 6. Amazing. So, we rolled 12, and I have a Blessing of Matt in my hand. I can add or subtract 3. So, we're adding 3. The Carrion Golem is defeated. Wow. Amazing. Pretty cool. Wasn't really expecting that. Resetting the hand here. So we have 7 cards. Rolling for Curse of Poisoning. So 7. We'll recharge that card. Let's see. I don't really want to necessarily use Alhazra's power because she has to discard a spell and she's running low on cards. So what we're going to do now is we're going to advance the Blessings deck. We're going to see where we're at. Hey, fortunately, yeah, we're running a little low on our deck here. So we meet the henchman. So if defeated, we can attempt to close the location. Okay, and I think we might have a good shot. So we did not examine this card. So all damage is mental damage. So we have to do a check to defeat combat 18. So we can do knowledge, diplomacy, divine. So our divine is D10 plus 6. So that's pretty 6. I can use Maga 3 fingers to bump that up to a 9. So a D10 plus 9, I'd have a 50-50 chance. I think what I want to do though is use this wand of Scorching Ray. Combat check, berry. So roll 2d4, assembling my dice here. I'm sorry, 4d6. 4d6. What we're going to do, so it's just 4d6. But then what we're going to do is, since it has the attack and the fire trait, Alhazra gets to add a d8. Okay, so we're going to bury this, and there's no way she's going to make that arcane 8 check, so she'll just go ahead and bury it. She had to, maybe could have discarded it. Okay, assembling the dice. 4d6 plus a d8. We need an 18. We'll see what happens. Alright, so we get 2, 8, 9, 10, 15, 19, 23. Okay, 23. We needed an 18. That was doable. So this henchman is defeated. We can try to close this location. So to close the location, we have to succeed at a wisdom or divine 7. Our divine is D10 plus 6. So that makes it an auto close attempt. Alright, it's an auto win, thanks to Alhazra. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's do a deck check. So that was pretty exciting adventure. I can see where, if Alhazra did not have that ability to get rid of curses, that could have been trouble. So that was the rest of the location deck. There was that curse of poisoning. Didn't have to deal with that. And here's Alhazra, our character. Wow, that's really blurry there. Try to fix that. Okay. So we're doing a deck check. This is that awesome item that she has. Clinging Venom spell. Go ahead and get in all of her spells. There's her ally. She has this weapon. That was a pretty cool weapon. So in her library, or the rest of her deck, she only had these 3 cards. Really like these allies. One thing that's cool that I may not have mentioned is that if you're level 3 and you want to and you don't have enough cards to make your deck, you can go ahead and get cards that are level 1 or lower. The rule is you can get cards that are 2 levels lower than your level. And she's on level 3, so she can get all the level 1 or less cards she wants when she's rebuilding a deck. Okay, so I better zoom out here. So this, let's see, technical difficulties, yes or no? Yes. Okay, today it's a technical difficulty night. Wow, okay, so that is her deck. Let me shut that off. Let's see if that gets rid of some glare there. Okie dokie. We'll deal with it. You know that's a Fireblade spell up there. Okay, so the reward for this scenario was a skill feat. So what we're going to do is Alhazra, she's going to go all the way out with Charisma. She's maxing out with Charisma now. She's at a +4. That's pretty insane. She's going to be really good on her spell recharge checks. And she gets, for loot, she gets this Scarab of Mummy Defense. It's an item, and it's a level 3 item. So she's got these great items. She's got the weapon. She didn't really earn any loot, or any boons, I should say, that scenario. So I think she's not going to meet a trader. I mean, those spells are good. I mean, this is really good. She's got, what's her limit on she can have 6 blessings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's got 6 blessings. She's all maxed out. She pretty much likes her stuff. I mean, she might as well just go ahead and see if she can get a cool spell. She'll make a quick trip over to Hayden Hoppert, the spell dude. We're going to see what kind of spells he has. So rolling that. We're going to roll 2d8 this time. See what the random spell is. Okay, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one. Okay. So he's offering us a cure spell. And oh, actually, you know what? So this is level 3. He can only offer us spells that are level 2 or 3. So we'll change that to a mist form and to the death grip. Okay, so Hayden Hoppert, he's only offering us the Mist Form or the Death Grip spell. I mean, this is cool. It's an attack and it's a cold spell. This is a Magic Arcane Divine spell. I mean, they're pretty solid. I'd have to do some trades here, get rid of this Scarab of Mummy Defense and another level 3 item in order to get the spell. So as it is, really not too interested in these spells, but I will let you know at the start of the next scenario what my decision was. And like I say, since she was level 3 last scenario and she wasn't able to make a cool or a complete deck with she didn't have enough allies, she is able to go back and just grab these 2 allies. So it's pretty cool when you level up all the different options you have. Alright, well that is that for this adventure. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Really cool seeing how Alhazra is leveling up, and I'll have another scenario up shortly. Alright, thank you.